Well, hello everybody again. Not sure what happened there. All of a sudden, Twitch just was no longer on my screen, so I don't know.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarlane. How are you?
Miss McFarlane,
well.
after the race,
Would
she
you
told me
mind
to go see
riding
the
with me to
marshal.
Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
And now we're driving a horse, driving a wagon. Approach the driver's seat and press the Y button. Alright.
Let's just go. I don't want to keep Paul waiting. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Yes, that was kind of gibberish. So we're heading back to Armadillo here with Bonnie.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarlane.
Are we friends now?
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten.
Goodbye.
I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarlane. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it.
Share the
I
road,
can assure you
boys.
of that.
So she told us after the horse race to meet with the marshal down in Armadillo, so...
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
I have a feeling that I was pulled from my farm and said, hey, we need you to do this, otherwise we're going to send you to jail. So I'm helping them out. I have a feeling that's where this is.
How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country, where the old ways still hold true. You do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. You do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized drivel out of? Those days are long gone, if they were ever here at all. According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost at cards.
Yep.
We'll be lucky if our ranch survives another 5 years.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Businessmen are the new cowboys.
This landscape reminds me of home. Grew up in New Mexico. A lot of terrain like this.
You look like a man who's been through the mill.
Thank you.
I mean, you've lived some life. I'm 27 years old and I have rarely left Hennigan's Stead. Although many years ago we did briefly employ a French governess. Well, I think she was French. She said she was French, but she spoke Russian. If you don't mind, can we please return to the road? That was when Paul thought I would become a lady.
A change of pasture doesn't always make for a fatter calf.
I know, and I wouldn't change my life for all the money in the world. I'm just saying, sometimes I wish I'd been, well, braver. Been to more places, seen more things.
If you ask me, it usually takes more strength to stay than to run, Miss McFarland.
Alright, we made it to town.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine.
Okay.
The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Alright. Let's hope I don't have to drive the wagon all the way back. That was a long road.
The whole town needs my expertise today.
Talk to the doctor.
Hey, mister.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg. Southwestern Railroad
Free
says more
medicine.
trains coming through.
Appreciate it.
Be well. Come by any time.
Hello?
Oh. What? Oh, okay. I can also set up a basic camp fight. Use your place to rest, refills revolver and repeater ammo if you have none. Okay.
Well, thanks for
There's my
driving
horse.
me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Uh-huh.
Lost a single piece of merchandise. No Colado and
Behind the freight station. Okay.
How do you do?
Let's check.
Give up the horse, the whiskey, and you will be safe.
My horse.
You stand in the eyes of God. Smoke of your torment awaits you.
Hitch the horse. That was available to purchase from the store, but I currently don't have any.
Lord, you covet your neighbor's wife.
Let's go in the salon.
You can make good money for goat meat over the West River.
Sounds good to me.
Are you lonely?
This whole organization stinks, and the marshal's to blame. Well,
Alright. What's in this drawer? Some ammo. Alright. There's a poker table. It's a side door. Oh, Somebody lives back here. Get through their stuff.
A man like you needs a woman like me. Well, hello there.
Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Run! Man, this run animation. Okay, that was like pretty good. Once you're like up to speed, it's like up to speed. It's... Where's the marshal? We can go talk to the marshal. Political realities in Armadillo.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
I already don't like this guy.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
A lot of spitting going on in the Old West.
Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county.
Okay.
Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Very
Right
much
now?
seems like politics.
I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town.
All right.
That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy.
I scratch your back, you scratch
You're a
mine.
persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Yep. Yeah, a bunch of old language in here I was not familiar with.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Let's head over to the saloon.
What's the rush? They ain't going nowhere.
Fine, we'll walk.
So who we looking
Undertaker.
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I
Again, not
figure
happy,
it, better
but-
they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
Letting bad things happen because
This dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into. Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Go!
Ew.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Chola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
so we capture him, get him to talk, and then we can find more gang members. Absolutely.
Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Slow up.
Alright.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up.
You're outnumbered, Marshal! Woo!
Make your choice.
Maniac! Gunfight! Oh, boy!
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Stay close. Watch out for that bastard behind the rock.
You should have stayed in Armadillo, Marshal.
Now get to that rock. I'll shoot you some space. Look out! There's one behind the outhouse.
Up you. Up you.
Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston. I'll teach you some respect for the law. Take my land.
You couldn't hit a bull's ass with a bag full of banjos. Blast you.
Wolf's inside the house. Take him alive if you can. He's both. Try to take him alive. I want that bastard in front of a judge.
I'll be back for you two later.
Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and roping for you.
Got him.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yep. So that was a It's like remembering which button it was to pull up my radio menu. I've been playing a lot of Saints Row lately, and you know, that's B to pull up your radio menu. Clearly not the button in this game.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go back down. Yeah, no, horses don't like
Come on.
That's fine. Oh, from my camp. Ain't that nice? Running back.
Come on, easy up now.
You saved my life. Here, please take this.
It's all right. Don't mention it.
Ridiculous.
Alright, let's do the basic campsite thing they were telling me about. Use this to travel to... No. Let's just save, I guess. It's just fast travel to any place you've been before. But it was not gonna let me fast travel